Oh, did you already push play and everything?
Of course.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
The
Your
kitten
Halo
holy.
will save you.
Okay. All right. So here we are.
You totally bent this book. How did I do that?
What were you thinking?
Curse you, Diamond! You
Yeah,
did it!
Yeah, Diamond. Yeah.
As far as we know.
Okay.
Hey, sorry we
So-
were gone last week. We were doing things.
Yes. It was the last week of school, like before school let out, so I was partying with my kids.
I was doing top secret things. Maybe I'll be able to tell you. Maybe I won't.
I wasn't gonna say go that far, but hey, yeah, we can tell you, but we'd have to kill you and burn this video. It'll self-destruct in 30 seconds.
Okay, I think we're safe.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not going to wait 30 seconds.
Okay,
for this.
good.
All right, we're going to do some reviews. We got some really cool ones. The one I bent, it's okay because it's a kid's book and they don't really care. They just want to read the thing, right? They're not going to collect it forever. That's later when they become OC adults. All right, so this is Over the Garden Wall. I don't know if you guys got to watch the show that came on, I don't know, PBS or one of those channels.
Sounds familiar. I just didn't watch it.
It's really, really great. It feels a lot like Miyazaki's films where it kind of feeds on some kind of primal fear as a kid, but everything works out okay, and the characters are slightly odd, but very endearing. So it's Wirt and his brother Greg. Greg wears a teapot on his head. Who knows why? They never ever say why. And they've got a friend who's a frog and a bird.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. So this is the start of a new adventure. This is not a rehashing of the stuff that you saw on that show. They aired it like in little 5-minute segments. This is a little bit better because it's longer in story arc. So this is kind of an adventure. They get stuck on a farm with some girls that look like Holly Hobby, and they keep telling them to do specific chores, but not very clear about how to go about them, and it doesn't turn out very good when they were doing the chores, but yeah, it's really cute. So this is really fun for kids. It's not going to make them have nightmares. It's adorable. Cool. All right, and Batman Arkham Knight Genesis. This is really great. It kind of introduces this cool character who looks a lot like Batman, but I don't think that's who it is.
No.
No. And it has Hush in it, just for a little bit. So, from what I understand, Hush is an old family friend of the Waynes, and he's messed up, man. His face is all destroyed. So, and it goes back and it tells a really good backstory for Jason Todd. So, for you guys that don't know it or haven't seen it before, then this is a good one.
I wanted to read that one, but you got to it first.
What do you mean by first? You got the other cool. I thought for sure it was in front of her.
Yeah.
So
well, you know, I was secretly hoping that you would be really late and I would get to read everything. So.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then you can read this later.
Okay.
I didn't bend this one.
That's okay. You know, I'm just gonna have to pick it up.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Great. Don't miss this one because it is intriguing and starts a new arc for these guys. So.
Yeah, I really liked the Batman Arkham Origins. I read that one, the first one, and it was really good. Mm-hmm. So I was hoping that this was along the same lines, and I would like to pick that up, which is saying something because you know how we like DC over here. Or
you
not.
don't have to be married to it forever because it's a 6-issue arc. So.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Probably big enough. Anyway, so this week I read Swords of Sorrow, Pantha, and Jane Porter. I grabbed this one because I've never read any Swords of Sorrow books, and I've been curious about them, which we actually have the whole series so far at home because my husband's reading them. I just get distracted and I have my own stuff to read, and then anyway, I don't need to get my personal life. So, this is about Pantha, who is kind of like, she's a mythical daughter of a god. I kind of think of her as Wonder Woman, only, well, of course I haven't read the new Wonder Woman when she's the god of war, so maybe it is Wonder, but if Wonder Woman could turn into a panther.
Ooh, I like.
Yeah, so she's this whole panther. And then we have Jane Porter, who is, kind of funky. It's like the London she's like supposed to be the proper British woman, but she flies planes and leads expeditions into Africa and all that kind of fun stuff. So definitely not your typical woman. So they end up teaming up together reluctantly. Pantha wants nothing to do with Jane Porter, but they end up together to shut down Purgatory and this other whole thing. I imagine it has a lot to do with the Swords of Sorrow storyline. Jen knows what I'm talking about, but there's these different pyramids that appear, and they have to work together to stop the world from ending.
Are they mentioning the Trinity? Because I figured out who the Trinity was in the last issue that I reviewed.
No, they don't talk about the Trinity.
Okay.
It's just these two work together, and something happens that throws Pantha into Jane's world. She's not supposed to be there. The demons that are showing up are not supposed to be there. But they both have swords. There are swords, and they work together with the tools that they have to accomplish what they need to accomplish. But there's definitely more because Pantha is not put back in their own time, and the pyramid is still there.
Uh-oh.
So there's more coming. Even though it says one shot, I'm sure it ties into the whole story. So good stuff. And the artwork was what I expected. It's very, very detailed. Kind of reminds me of like older stuff that I would see in the newspapers when I was little, that kind of style. But it's very detailed and colorful and pretty. And
what is that Grumpy Cat thing?
So if you didn't know, Grumpy Cat is getting his own comic.
Yes!
Grumpy and Pokey. It comes in October. And
so excited and grumpy.
Robert will not start talking about Grumpy Cat comic and how great it is. If you know Robert, you know that's an absolute complete lie. So
his head didn't explode just now.
I know. I'm surprised that
he's not listening.
I did not hear some sort of sigh of disgust. Grumpy Cat comics, Scotty Young, all the things Robert hates. Okay. Anyway, the next one, Robert has been talking about this one legitimately. This is Hank Johnson, Agent of Hydra. So what this reminded me of right off the bat, and I didn't realize it was a deleted scene from Austin Powers. When he runs over the guy with the steamroller, there's this deleted scene that's on the bonus DVDs of the wife getting the phone call that her henchman was killed. And yes, my husband's a henchman in Dr. Evil's army. Yeah. But this is kind of like what that is. Hank Johnson is an agent of Hydra. He's one of the low-level guys. He has the normal job with the Little League, and it starts out on the very first page. Nick Fury is infiltrating Hydra, and he kicks Hank in the head. And so now Hank has to go about his day with a headache because Nick Fury kicked him in the face. And
I'll line up for that. Nick Fury can kick me in the face if he wants.
Right? Well, but it's white Nick Fury. It's not, yeah.
Like David Hasselhoff Nick Fury?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see him right there.
David's pretty fine.
I know, it's not.
I'll let him kick me in the face, too.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. But Nick Fury's not really in there a whole lot. But anyway, it goes on, and he's got 3 kids that fight with each other, and the wife that wants all this stuff, and, and she's like, you need to apply for that raise, and we need to hire a nanny, and the kids play a Little League, and he gets in the fight with the Little League, and it turns out the other coach is, you know what, I can't. There's so much in this poking fun at the whole S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Hydra thing, and there's several conversations where he's chatting with the guy next to him, and they're like, hey, did you see that Knicks game last night? Hail Hydra! And, yeah.
She was laughing
Hail
so
Hydra!
hard reading
Oh
this
my
book.
goodness! This was so much fun. Robert tells me, unfortunately, it is only a one-shot. So,
right.
Yay for time commitment. Definitely pick this up because it was probably the funniest book that you're going to read this week.
Okay, so Marvel, since, we got Spider-Gwen launched off of a nothing book.
Yes.
Hank Johnson is my new hero.
Yes.
He needs his own series.
Absolutely. And that's what, we're hoping that this book just blows off the shelves so much that he gets his own series because these are my people. The everyday,
That's your jam.
the Monday, that is totally my jam. And I love that at one point the baby gets a hold of a Red Bull. So just read it.
Clearly.
It's hilarious.
All right, well, it'll be the morning when you see this, so good morning.
Yes.
But it's good night for us.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, and in case we don't see you, good night.
Bye.
Is it the Rapture?
Just the kitten holy. That's.
I missed it.